I love this land right here. We've had so much fun with it. We used to have big movies on the side of the house right there. We'd put a big screen, pull it down, and have the whole neighborhood over, and we'd watch these big movies right here on this grass. And there's our fire pit, and we'd have fires and roast marshmallows, and my mom and dad's soccer field. So that's where my parents live, is right through the field, and we live right here, and this is our home. Well, my grandpa died, and so they sold all of the, how do I switch this to so you can see what I'm talking about? So my grandpa died, and they sold all of this land all around us because he owned this land. So we've lived here for 20 years, and my parents have lived in their house for over 40 years. And there's this lot right here, and all the way up, all these lots all around us, clear up there. And they're all undeveloped lands. And so Symphony Homes came in and bought it all, and then they started digging and making messes like this, and just leaving big messes. This is my mom and dad's property, and they just cut it up and made a mess and walked off and didn't fix it. All this mess. And I just found out yesterday that tomorrow, or actually, Monday, they're coming, and out of all the lots that they could build on, all the lots, they're going to build a spec home to try to start selling some of this property, because it's not selling, no one's buying it. And out of all the lots, they chose the one lot that has the nice green tree and the grass, and what we water and make this pretty so there's not tons of weeds. That tree has a lot of sentimental value for, anyway, that doesn't matter. But the point is, I'm frustrated. Have you ever just felt like slapping someone upside the head? Now, I'm grateful that I was able to enjoy all this land all those years. Very, very grateful. And I feel very blessed that we were able to just enjoy my grandpa's land and play and have fun on it with the kids. We'd have these huge water slides, and we just had fun. So the reason why I'm telling you this is because sometimes in life we get frustrated about a situation, and what do we do with that frustration? What do we do with that resentment and anger? Like, I'm thinking to myself, why do they have to choose this piece? They have all these lots up here that are full of ugly weeds and really could use some good developing, but they choose the only lot that has nice green grass and a shade tree that's beautiful, and there's just little homes across the street. They're going to build a $500,000 home right here, and they're starting next week. And I'm like, no. So what have I done to release some of those frustrating feelings? Okay, so these are some things that you can do to release frustrating feelings. I got to show you this pretty lot that's going to be gone right here. So frustration feelings. First, you can go talk to a tree. You can go talk to that beautiful tree right there that's going to be cut down, and say, I am so upset. Why would Symphony Homes choose this place? Do they have no respect? Why wouldn't they choose any of the other lots to start on? Because we don't know how long. It could be another 5 years before they get any of these lots built on, but they're choosing the one lot next to us to build on. And so you could get it out, because if we don't get our frustrations out, we don't want to get it on people. I don't want to go yell at them. That's not going to do any good. You don't want to yell your frustrations on people. I don't want to take it out on my family and get ornery with my family over this. So what I want to do is use release techniques, because if we keep everything bottled up inside of us, then we get a stomach ache, or the anger, resentment goes to your liver or your kidneys, or you get a wrinkly face if you're always stressed all the time. So these are some release techniques that you can use to get rid of your anger. Get a piece of paper, write down, I feel frustrated because, and then you just fill that piece of paper up with all your anger, frustration, disappointment, resentment, and then what you do is you burn it. You put it on fire, and it's called the write and burn. And if you don't want to use fire and just you're in your bedroom or your office, you can shred it, put it in the shredder, or rip it to pieces, because you're getting rid of it. It's coming up and out. You're getting rid of frustration and anger, resentment, up and out onto paper, and then throwing it away so that it doesn't stay inside of you. Another thing you can do is get a big, huge rock and write the person's name on it that's frustrating you, or a situation. In my case, I would write Symphony Homes. Ugh. They haven't been very nice to us at all. So I'm frustrated about they're getting letters saying, you need to do this, you need to do that. They're now over control of us in our home that we've lived in for 20 years because they have the majority of land around us. So they have put all these rules. You have to make a fence and you have to get rid of that car that's not working, you know, all these different little things. And I'm like, sheesh, just leave us alone, you know. But nope, they're sending us certified letters and fining us $100 a day. And then they make messes with weeds growing everywhere and just walk away. And they can do that because they're a really big company. And so I have frustrations about it. So I've done the write and burn. I've talked to a tree, and the reason why I'm still having frustrations about it because this is happening next week. So I still have some work to do. Maybe you can't get all that frustration out with one letter. Maybe it needs to be 2 letters. Another thing that I like to do is I pull and chuck, where I have emotion in my heart and my gut that's bothering me. And I can pull it out and say, I wish they would just leave us alone. Let us just live here in peace. And I would just pull all this frustration out and I get it all tight in a ball, because it's just negative energy is what it is. So I squish it up tight in a ball, get ready, and I huck it over those mountains. Whoosh! And when I do that, I say, Hoo-yah! And I let it go, and I let it go. That's another technique. So here's some techniques to get rid of stuff. A write and burn, talk to a tree, get it all out. Don't talk to a human. Don't get all that yucky on another human, or take out your frustrations on your kids or your spouse. Number 3 is a pull and chuck. Pull out the negative stuff and chuck. 4, you could get a huge rock, write what you're frustrated about, and then see if you can chuck it. Go get it and chuck it again and again until it becomes light to you. So it's easy to pick up and just chuck it, and then it's like it's not even a big deal or a big problem. Okay, so these are some awesome tips to use to get rid of anger, frustration, resentment, disappointment, unfulfilled expectations, all those different things that we deal with in life. There's ways to get them up and out of you so they do not destroy your health and cause cancer and disease by keeping anger, resentment. We have to forgive and forget and let go. These release techniques are all ways to just let it go. Let it go. Symphony Homes bought this property. They get to do with it. I shouldn't be angry about that. They bought this. This is their land. This is their land now. And they can do with it whatever they want. And we got to enjoy it all those years. I am very grateful that I was able to enjoy it for all these years. I'm welcoming any new neighbor that would like to be next to us. We love people. We love people, and we're excited to have new neighbors. It's going to be a model home, so I can change my thoughts. I can talk positive about it, and not let it bug me. So hopefully you will find these tips and tools about releasing and letting go in your life. Your challenge is to find a frustration that comes up and do release techniques. If you can do a release technique every day, you will keep your body clean and clear of resentment and stored emotion that just stores inside of you. Let it go and feel the awesomeness of not having resentment and anger inside of you. Okay?